For designing the project, I use VCarve Pro. We'll go ahead and go to the setup screen here and show you what my settings are. Of course, it's a rotary project, 10 inches wide and 2.4 inch diameter, which is the size of a beer bottle. 0 on top of the cylinder, along the x-axis, which is how my machine works. And we won't worry about the coloring and resolution there. Okay, so here you can see the shape of the beer bottle. I just got out a pair of calipers and measured a beer bottle and did my best guess to get the shapes and angles, and it looks pretty good. That's most of the setup. Let's go to the other side for toolpaths. I did a sweep toolpath, and for a sweep, a drive rail. So first you click the drive rail, then you click on the shape of the object. For this one, for finishing them, use a 1/4 inch ball nose, and for clearing a end mill 1/4 inch. And we'll go ahead and hit calculate. Let it recalculate that. Close that, and here's the actual one I have. So let's reset and preview. And there we have a beer bottle. Pretty basic stuff, really, in the end, once you put it all together. We'll go back to this screen. Close this. Let's look at the artwork I imported. So here's my bitmap layer. So I found a picture of a artwork of a toilet paper on the internet, and the Corona artwork. I traced that with the tracing tool in VCarve. We'll go ahead and add that artwork in here. The Corona artwork, you can see the center line here, the 0 point. I actually centered that on that line for the front of the bottle. Then the back of the bottle, I centered that on the edge here, which, of course, if this is center line, it'll wrap around both sides there. That'll be exactly the halfway point on the back side of the bottle. It'll make more sense later, I suppose. But that way they're evenly spaced by centering here and centering there. Let's go ahead and calculate this out, show the preview. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's preview it. Reset and run. We'll do the bottle again. And now we'll VCarve the shape on there, the designs. And we have Corona 2020 on the back side. I survived the great TP apocalypse of 2020. We'll close that, and I did my toolpaths obviously there, and I just saved those to a thumb drive and went out to the machine. On my machine, I don't have a traditional chuck that will grab onto the block of wood, so I have a 1/2 inch threaded rod that is my center axis, the rotary axis. So I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole here, and then I'll get a nut and bolt and actually tap threads into that hole. Then I will screw it onto my rotary axis, and it'll hold it nice and steady. Please excuse the incredibly awkward camera work here, but to get the point across, it does work. And here I am attaching this to my rotary axis. It kind of makes sense now when I tapped the side of the block of wood there. I'll do the same thing on the back side and not waste too much time showing how this works. Get it nice and tight there so it will stay steady. Can get a good cut. The process of making a smooth cylinder is actually very tedious and time consuming. I'm just not going to waste too much time showing it. And now we start the roughing pass to get the basic shape of the bottle. And again, not real exciting, but this one doesn't take too long, so we'll let you watch the whole process on this one. And now it's finally starting to take shape with the finishing pass. 1/4 inch ball nose here. and you can see it really takes shape. I'll go 16 times speed here for a little bit, then I'll speed it up more yet once we get to the more flat surfaces. And now we start the V carving. I'm using a 45-degree V bit, and I use a trick sometimes where I'm going to paint it later. I put a thin layer of wood putty on there. It's called plastic wood. It's the one I use. Real thin. It sands off real easy. I was planning on painting this, and then I kind of later decided I don't feel like it, and this is a fun contest, not a work contest, so no paint.
So there it is, my entry for the 2020 Quarantine CNC Challenge. Came out really nice. Full-size beer bottle, made of oak, Corona logo, 2020 with TP rolls for the zeros. I survived the great TP apocalypse of 2020. Again, the TP rolls. Who could that be? It's Dave. Hey Dave, how's it going? New rules for the contest. If you have two machines, you have to do 2 entries? I guess I could do that. Can they both be beer related? What's that? You don't give a flying what? Oh, okay. So how's the trophy going? You getting that finished up? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty impressive. Can I get the file from that? You on that? Dave, hello? We must have got cut off somehow. Oh well, looks like I better get back to work.